I did consider reviewing one of the Christmas episodes of DuckTales, but I realized all of them I already did reviews on. I'll be sure to link them down below. Granted, I could have also always gone to the original series from the 80s and reviewed their Christmas episode or two, but I couldn't find it on Disney+. So instead I did the next big thing and went to Darkwing Duck, because they have a Christmas episode. There's another episode that would have been fitting, but I kind of like this one because this one was clearly Christmas and I was able to find it. It's Darkwing Duck, It's a Wonderful Leaf. So the villain is Bushroot, and it's just, it does have the good old Christmas message of, it's not the gifts, it's the giving. Or more so, it's not getting gifts, it's giving gifts, more of that. But one thing I did appreciate is they put Bushroot more in the position of the Grinch, so I kind of wish they carried that through and had his heart softened at the end. But clearly, he didn't mind Christmas until he got stuck in all the Christmas crowds and all the people last minute Christmas shopping. In some ways, that is kind of relatable. The sad thing is, Christmas, despite being a time of goodwill, cheer, and all that, and giving, it's sad to say that lots of people's worst instincts come out this time of year at the same time. And you can see why people like Bushroot were so jaded to the point they want to destroy Christmas for everyone else. So I kind of wish, like the Grinch, he had a softening of his heart at the end, but alas, they didn't do it. But that's because he's a villain. It works in the Grinch and also a Christmas Carol because Scrooge and the Grinch, they're the main character. They're not the antagonist to our heroes. Bushroot is the antagonist to Darkwing Duck, Goslin and Launchpad, to all of them. So, for him to get a redemption for this doesn't really make sense. Because it's all about our heroes, our protagonists, the characters we actually are following in the show. And so just to get you up to date, so besides all the normal comedic aspects of Darkwing Duck, which I could probably talk about forever, but mostly focusing on the Christmas aspects of this episode, is the Bushroot basically controls all the trees to steal all the presents, and there comes to a point where the Darkwing and crew get all the presents back. So while Darkwing goes to finish capturing Bushroot, Goslin, Launchpad, and I forget his name, the neighbor, decide they're going to return all the gifts. But the neighbors, him and his family, their gifts were lost. So he's sad, downtrodden, and Goslin decides that going to give her gifts to them, so that they have gifts for Christmas, which that's the lesson she was intended to learn in this episode. You can definitely tell how they set it up. But of course they're returning home after that, and there's a sedge for Goslin leaning against the front door that neither Launchpad or DW had gotten for her. And then Santa's flying up, and then we see Santa flying in front of the moon, obviously telling what it is. But in some ways I think getting that set meant more to her than all those other gifts she would have gotten. Because it was a surprise. And if you go back earlier episode, before, the first thing she is, expressing that, she wants to go sledding, or something, not quite that, but essentially that, more of just, finds, Darkwing's old sled. So in a way, getting a sled meant more to her than probably all the other stuff she would have gotten, which probably would have been, probably some clothes in there, but who knows what it would have been. But it does kind of make sense that it's definitely that sled brought her more joy than probably all those other presents combined would have. Probably because, one, she had given stuff, so she was also feeling good on top of that, so it all came together granted, sometimes I don't like the message of if you do good, you'll receive good, but at the same time, for a kid, that is pretty good message, it's a positive message, if you will. And let's be real, if you're giving, other people are giving, and I do think people who give are more likely to give, if that makes sense. People who receive will give as well, hopefully. Fortunately, human greed sometimes steps in the way of that, and I think that's why a lot of programs around Christmas time try to remind us it's not the getting, it's the giving. But anyhow, if you would like to let me know about your thoughts on this little episode and this Christmas message, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you haven't done so already, feel free to like, comment, share, upvote, and all that. Also, feel free to check out any links down below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and follow it if you haven't yet done so. And as always, have a good day, ignite wherever you are. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas!